This is my systems solution presentation by Stephanie Carvey. This presentation, I will discuss the big picture, which is RIFA, our organization, the big problems, crisis in ECE, particularly in Vermont, system troubles, which is staffing, which is the wicked problem, the way out of that problem, according to my solution, and what's next on the horizon. The big picture starts with RIFA itself. What is RIFA? We're a social service agency located in central Vermont. We have a whole family support model, or the 2-gen model, shown here in the infographic. It's a really strong community focus. So we're looking at the big picture and serving the whole family, but my primary focus will be on early childhood education. RIFA has been a leader in ECE in the area for over 20 years. We provide care for over 80 children between 2 locations. They've seen lots of change over the last several years, including high turnover. But for the first time in several years, staff are remaining, setting educational goals and working collaboratively to meet the needs of the community. With an expansion on the horizon, it's time to evaluate how we can increase the retention of staff. There are some big problems in ECE right now, and that's not exclusive to just RIFA. Briefly go over the downfall. We have to look at the timeline. It started back in 2017 when they restructured regulations, which meant an increase in the qualifications for an ECE professional to work in the field. That caused the closing of hundreds of programs across the state, especially in family care. So in 2018, they started putting together these big grants to fix the problem, but the focus was on increasing slots, not increasing the staff to carry the slots, which was ultimately the problem. In 2020, COVID hit, and it seemed like everybody realized for the first time even that childcare is essential to a working and thriving community and society. In 2022, the H171, the original child care bill, was passed. It invested lots of money to try and figure out how to solve the problem, as well as retention bonuses to keep staff who are already working in the field in the field. Currently, there's S56, which is a really big deal in the state of Vermont and could slate the state to be the first to make some very sustainable changes to the system. Biggest system troubles are staffing, especially at RIFA. Some areas of focus in this project. We want people to come work for us, but you need some college credits and experience to get a higher paying position. It's really hard work for substantially low pay in comparison to many industries around here. And there's typically no health insurance or retirement benefits, and that's across the board. So we want people to stay with us. And in order to get to that solution, we need to figure out why people are leaving and how do we want to make them stay. So to start out, I wanted to know why people stay at their jobs. And through several internet searches, I found a well-compiled list, which includes working smarter, feeling valued and recognized and respected, being mentored, being paid well with good benefits and incentives, believing in the company mission, working environment satisfaction, which is everything together, exciting and challenging work. No one wants a boring job, great relationships with their superiors and other colleagues, a great work-life balance, and career growth, basically opportunities to go up the chain. Through further discussion, we also came up with a bigger list, which included reflective practices and feeling listened to. Rave spent a good time on the purple. We increased wages. We've always had a good work-life balance. So those are things, especially in our area, we've done very well. I wanted to focus on the highlighted yellow pieces. So this is an early education center enrollment system model. So the basis for all early education. It starts out with new families coming in and eventually they leave, usually because they age out of the program or because they move away or some other family related reason. But the total child enrollment is completely dependent on staffing. So what's happening, however, is new hires are leaving a lot quicker and it's causing a problem because we are not able to keep staff on hand to keep child enrollment up, which is not sustainable for our industry, especially in our agency. So, one way out of this system trap is what I am calling partners in learning. Partners in learning is hopefully going to create a reinforcing feedback loop by implanting solutions to increase retention. And this creates growth for maximum enrollment and growth in quality of services overall. In order to do that, we have to look at why staff are leaving and how we can keep them here. Partners in Learning was made to be implemented in four certain stages. The first part is identifying mentors and welcoming them into the administrative circle. There are several staff who have been with the organization a long time, do their work well, and have no other route to grow within RIFA without leaving their position entirely. The mentor role creates an additional career path, which also opens the door to further growth and development. This role also comes with a monetary promotion. After the team has been selected, they will work alongside administration to create and implement a whole new training program. This program will have an emphasis not only on professionalism and best practices, which relate directly to the field, but also on how RIFA integrates their mission and values into programming. The third phase will be the implementation of the mentor-mentee model. This could mean new hires coming in will be paired up with identified mentors or staff early in their careers who have been with the organization already are paired up. Mentors will be responsible for implementing the training program. And then mentors and mentees and administration will meet up on a regular basis to be determined and will involve evaluating progress and performance. This is also the opportunity to see what changes could be made to alleviate challenges or foster new goals. Lots of desired outcomes for this project. The first is staff will feel more valued, recognized, and respected. A formal training program shows the organization cares about each new hire through spending enough time ensuring they can effectively do their jobs. New staff are valued as a new cog in the overall machine, driving for change within the industry and are respected for their individual efforts. And they're going to feel like they're part of something bigger. There's also opportunities for growth. Not only does the mentor role exist as an attainable position climbing the ladder in their career, but it also opens doors for more learning. Although RIFA is constantly seeking professional development opportunities to meet the needs for child development and working with families, mentoring means teaching adults how to teach other adults. RIFA can support this learning. And the final desired outcome is better employment satisfaction. Opportunities for growth will keep some seasoned staff longer through creating new experiences. A well-structured and thought-out training program leads to better understanding of the industry, the organization, and of working with young children. Staff will be brought together in a common effort to meet the organizational mission. Most importantly, this will all lead to better relationships at every level. So, what's next? What will the future of RIFA look like? Obviously, we hope there'll be less staff turnover. I'm looking to create a model which could lead to the industry standard. RIFA will be a better place people want to work. It will be a foundation of inspiration for those who want to improve their skills in the field through respected programming and training. Next steps before implementation of this project will be getting the board to support it, as it does come with a price tag, one I believe carries its value immensely. So I chose this quote to identify with our board. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. I hope they'll take the leap with me. I've always desired to implement a project like this because I have seen good training programs in action. I worked for 99 restaurants for nearly a decade, starting as a hostess and ultimately landing in management. This is Charlie Doe, the founder. His simple yet effective words the company revolved around are, "We treat people right," and I couldn't agree more. Wish us luck, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.